So we've arrived at Cosford Station and we have to go down these steps. Unfortunately, this is the only way you can exit the station. The steps are quite substantial, and as you can see, there's a nice bright yellow railing here that we see all going all the way down the steps. And as we go down to the bottom, you can see that there's some lighting on our right hand side. Now obviously this was the daytime, so I can't speak to how good this lighting was at night time, but I'd imagine it's quite substantial. And here we have the notice board with our ordinary sort of information there that you would expect to see. And to the left here, as there's the bridge, you go into the bridge and you go to the next platform by going under the bridge. Now on our way to Cosford, and as we walk down the road here, you can see that as we turn this corner, you'll see that the pavement no longer exists. We go around the corner now and we're faced with either walking on the roadside or walking on the grass verge on the left hand side, which I'm going to show you now. As we walk on the right hand side against the flow of the traffic, so it's quite important that on roads like this you walk with the traffic coming towards you. As you can see, there's a little bit of a verge on the right hand side, but it's not great, and as this car approaches, soon you'll see that I have to step off on the right hand side and let it pass. But the grass verge is not very wide on this side of the road, so I'm going to cross over now, and here we are on the left hand side, with the grass verge being about 2 to 3 feet wide, and we're approaching the Cosford sign. As we go past here, we'll continue to walk. And we're just slowly approaching the gates now. Shouldn't be too long now. And any minute now we're going to cross over to the right hand side, because this is where the pedestrian crossing is. So here we are. We're at the sign, and we're going to cross over to the right hand side. Here we are, we're going through that part of the gate on the pedestrian walkway, which is made of cement and tarmac, and we go past the main gate now. To our left is the Welcome to Cosford hangar, and we're going to just walk straight on past that now. We've now gone through the main building, and we're now in the first part of the static display with an inrod to the left and the jet stream to our right, and we walk across this pavement, which is easy to access for people with mobility problems. Although I'm walking on the grass at the moment, but never mind. We walk towards the Nimrod now, and of course here we are at the Neptune maritime reconnaissance aircraft. And I've walked from the hangar now. I'm walking off the ground. As you can see, my feet, it's not the it's the usual thing. It's tarmac, then grass. So here we are in the Cold War exhibition as we pass the tank into the main area, and we walk towards what will soon become apparent as the Vickers Valiant V bomber. As you can see, as you may be able to see in the video, it's quite spacious in some respects, in the way in which you can walk around the planes, but you may notice some stands just below here, and as you approach the Valiant you can see it probably a bit better, with cables surrounding it all. And in here, in the transport section of the museum, as we pass the Argosy, on the floor you'll see the little stands which have wire running around them, which is supposed to sort of give you an indication not to go beyond that point basically. And the thing about it is as well is that if you do walk and you do press against the wire, it gives, it's not taut, it does give, and so you've got a good idea about where you are. But I would just make the recommendation that you think about just not rushing around. Don't run around, don't walk fast or anything like that, but just walk around at normal pace. Take your own time. I got there first thing in the morning, so it was fairly quiet, even though there's some school children. But as you can see in this clip here, it is quite quiet really, and that the lighting in this particular building, this hangar for the transport section, is and in the World War II section, as you look at it now, it's very good for a hangar anyway. I mean, you can't expect miracles in these places, but it's certainly a better lighting than in the Cold War area. I thought that was a bit dim. That could do a little bit more lighting. But as we're walking around here and on our way out, eventually you'll see that there you go again, that's the cable, those are the stands. And although this isn't laid out in similar ways, maybe in some of the other hangars where they have got actually different coloured sections to it, so you may have a white walkway and the aircraft on a blue walkway. In some of these other hangars it's just basically it's all white, as you can see here. But on the whole, I thought that the added plus point to the Cosford Museum was they've got some great staff here and volunteers in blue coats, and you can approach them at any time for any help and advice, and they're quite chatty as well. They like to talk to people. So my advice would be that if you at all need any help at all, ask them. I'm sure they'll be more than happy to help in any way they can. But as you can see in these images, obviously it's a grey floor and grey ceiling and grey walls with windows in, and although it's a nice sunny day, so that's one of the main factors in this. It's a nice sunny day, so there's quite a lot of light coming in. I expect that in overcast days obviously it won't be as bright. So we're here approaching the end of this little clip now, and we're just looking at the Gloucester Gladiator. And as you can see, it's fairly straightforward to get around. There's even some seating there for you if you want to sit down, have a look and reflect. But all in all, I thought that the experience of going to Cosford was really good. You know, the caveat in mind about going there by train. But if you can get someone to take you there in a car, it's excellent experience, so go for it.